Hello everyone, I'm Steve. Mark's outside at the moment, and this is Smokeysteveandmarc. Welcome or welcome back. Welcome to another Steve Will Try It. So, we try different products or different techniques or different things over the course of time. And this was one that seemed sort of appropriate because we found a recipe we wanted to try, and it's clearly fall and on its way there. We aren't quite living in a haunted house yet, but it's coming. So we are going to try out a silent donut maker. Now, when you look it up, it's made in China. And it's spelled HT space VIIK. And so when I was looking for things, that's what had come up. But that's the code it was looking at. The basics they give us on this, if you've never had a donut maker, I've never had a donut maker, but I've had a number of those sandwich maker type closing things that make waffles. We have another one that's just the dash. So we've tried a few products similar to this. I don't think we've made donuts yet. We'll find out. So it uses less energy than a hairdryer. It's about 750 watts. It's supposed to be easy to clean and non-stick. The directions say when you make your first couple, literally couple, because this one's going to make 2 mini donuts, though we wanted regular size, so we'll see how mini is mini. And have it out, make the batter, which is going to be delicious. It's pumpkin, it's spicy, it's just that time of year. And we're going to be able to hopefully do it in here with minimal burning, minimal crying. I imagine it's going to have that new electronic smell when I plug it in, but we'll see. So they're making some not huge promises, saying uniform heat, top and bottom. And there's some things to look out for when we're making them. One side getting darker than the other, one side being done more than the other. User error, me filling it too full to make the donuts, me not filling it enough. So they give some directions about how to easily do this and how to preheat it. So we're going to go into the kitchen and we're going to take a little look at it. And hopefully, God willing, we will have some delicious homemade pumpkin spice donuts. We shall see. Everybody loves donuts.
Oh, I know I do.
From the most basic to the most extravagant gourmet donut. However, are you tired of going all the way to the donut shop to grab a box of yummy sweets for your home or your office, only to find how awkward and hard it is to get them in one piece? You always end up with a smashed, nasty mess.
Oh, so annoying. I'm still gonna eat these. I don't care.
How about the cost of donuts these days? I mean, donuts alone could put you in the poorhouse.
I am so poor, and all because of donuts. Oh, my life.
Or how about this? Going to your local donut shop to get your favorite flavor, only to find they don't have it.
They didn't have my pumpkin spice donut. What am I supposed to do now?
How frustrating. Well, donut despair. Now you can have fresh, hot, delicious donuts anytime, any flavor, right in the comfort of your own home.
Oh, I am so into this.
Introducing the Silent Donut Maker. This high-quality machine can continuously produce multiple donuts, has high working efficiency, and uses a non-stick coating for cleaning.
Absolutely amazing!
Simply make your batter, pour into the large donut cavities, and close. That's it. The Silent Donut Maker pays attention to the safety of its users, too.
Safety first!
It has anti-scalding handles and anti-slip brackets to make users feel more at ease.
Whew. Thank heavens, I certainly am more at ease. No more antidepressants for me!
So what are you waiting for? Get yours today.
The Silent at-home deluxe quality donut maker.
Hello again, everyone. We are in the kitchen and we're going to try out our new Silent Donut Maker. So I have unboxed the item. Looks like it does on the picture. For features it listed, it has a short cord so you don't trip. Isn't that cute how they say it like that rather than they want to get a longer cord? It is heating up. It says to preheat this for at least 5 minutes before we use it for anything. It has both plates, top and bottom. This is how big the donuts are going to be when we're done. And it's a non-stick surface, but it says first time using it, use a little non-stick, and then if they start to stick, use it, which is such sound advice. So this is the actual machine. Heated, that red light will go off and it'll be green when it's ready to use. So while that's warming up, we're going to put together the batter for our donuts that we're going to be making tonight. Okay? It wouldn't be a Steve video without something kind of semi-homemade. But to stay in the spirit of the season, we're going to make some pumpkin spice donuts. And how do you make those semi-homemade? You start with spice cake mix. Easy ingredient. That's all you have to pick up. And then we have 3 eggs. Ready to go. 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. And a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. Not pumpkin pie filling, just plain pumpkin. And this comes together pretty easy. You take your eggs, our 1/4 cup oil, our pumpkin, basically all the wet, except for the cake mix. You don't want to get any up inside. It's Mark to pick through the trash and take something I didn't end up falling out of. Just a mid-meal anecdote. With a whisk, go in, and we're going to do this until it's smooth. You can get a mixer if you want to, but recipe says a whisk is sufficient. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you in a second. All right, there's our pumpkin, eggs, and oil. Go with our cake mix, put it in, put it all at once. And then we're going to go in here with a spatula or a wooden spoon, and we're going to go just until it's incorporated. You know, like with muffins and stuff, they say if there's a lump or two, don't beat the crap out of it because the pastry will be tough. So we're going to go easy breezy here. And I'll bring it back and we're going to go into the machine. Oakley dokley, so we have our batter ready. Now we're going to be doing a little piping, nothing too difficult. They recommend you can actually take a plastic bag, like a gallon one, put your filling in, cut the corner off, and then you can do donuts like that. And that's useful, but I happen to live with a chef who happens to have a pastry bag. So I went on that end of things and took the pastry bag out. To go in and do it, we just have to cut the tip off. Easy breezy. Now this should be ready to go. Our green light is on. We're going to give it a quick spray. It says just for the first time. And I'm going to pipe our donuts into the bottom so that they are full, like up to the top. This is the first batch, so we're all going to work together. And the instructions don't give a time. It kind of says, like, test them every few minutes. So I'm going to give this 2 minutes, and then we'll check it. When they're done, we'll come back. I'll tell you how many checks I had to do, though. Okay? So we wait. And here we are. So this came out to about 16 donuts. The first few were like pancakes. Some of them are a little darker than others. Most of them are pretty okay. If you've made pumpkin bread or pumpkin muffins, you'll know it gets sticky afterwards. So now these need a little bit of a topping. So I'll show you what we had. 4 tablespoons of butter. Salted, unsalted, do you. Melted. Microwave. Okay. The other bowl, we're going to take 2/3 of a cup of sugar. You can use all brown. You can use all white. You can use a third of each, whatever tickles your fancy. And 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. And we're just going to pull that together until it's all nice and combined. And then we're going to start dipping and dunking and butter and cinnamon and sugar. What could be wrong with this? What could be wrong? All right, here we have our cinnamon sugar and our butter is over here. So easy breezy. Take yourself a donut, dip in the butter, or as little as you like. Make sure you get both sides. Then into our mixture of sugars and butter. Like that. And I'll put it back on the rack to sit out. Try one more. Butter, drip, cinnamon and sugar. I can hit cinnamon and sugar craving, sometimes the way people get chocolate or maybe peanut butter. So this is the process where I'm going to finish off with these, and then we'll show you the final result when they are done. Donuts. My best Homer Simpson. So we dipped most of them into the cinnamon, sugar, and butter, and then we left a few plain. You could probably use frosting or that little white drip thing that gets crunchy. They would all work. Anything that you would put on pumpkin cream cheese frosting, anything you put with pumpkin bread or a donut. So I'm gonna have one of these. I'm gonna skip back into the studio, and we'll see what my rating is for the donut machine, the silent donut maker. Donuts. Would you even turn down a stranger who showed up to your door with a pile of donuts? I don't live safely. So these look pretty good to me. Again, this is our machine. I actually brought the whole machine out just so I can show you. Now, let's say some good things and let's say some challenging things. It does smell like an electronic device, a new one when you plug it in. So it gives you that kind of, as the Teflon burns off, and hopefully it doesn't outgas your parrots or anything. It seemed to be fine to me. It worked opening and closing very easily, like you would expect. Now, these were the donut sizes when we got them. They're a little flat and they're smaller than I thought, but it's the test of the machine. So the machine heated up quick. The magic number we found for the donuts was 4 minutes, 15 seconds. And that was a balance of getting the top done, but not having the bottom turn brown. So gave it a whirl, topped them. This machine held out pretty well. I sprayed it with nonstick once, like the directions said, and that was it. I didn't need it for the next 8 batches of donuts. So that part worked pretty well. Gauging how full or how empty to fill the well for the donut is challenging too. Most of them I did okay, piping into the circle, but I found out if it was too high because it overfilled a little bit. And I had a couple that overfilled, but only a couple. The other option is if you don't get enough, or the other problem is if you don't get enough in there, it'll open and get dark before the rest of the thing is done. So easy to clean, damp rag, washed it out. So to that end, those claims are good. What are some things that are not so good? Well, these are pretty flat donuts. Whatever. They're a little flat. They smell pumpkin-y. We did our pumpkin spice recipe, so we're getting that. The cinnamon and sugar topping looks good, so I'll try one of those. And the other ones we have are plain, and like I said, cream cheese frosting, anything you'd put on pumpkin bread or so would be really, really good. So I'm going to try a piece. Beauty bite. I haven't tasted that kind of taste since last year. I haven't had pumpkin spice in forever. So the donuts taste very good. There's a little chewiness to it, but that will depend on whatever batter that you're going to put in there. Also, you're going to need to look on Google or online for some recipes for sweet or savory donuts because nothing really comes with the machine at all. It's just the machine. It doesn't provide recipes. So do a little sleuthing and you'll have to find your own. My ranking for this machine is 3 thumbs up out of 5 Toxic Avenger. Why? Well, why is it not a 5? This wasn't doing it for me as far as some of the donuts coming out darker on the bottom. Like you'll see. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. And then we dip it in stuff to kind of cover it. But it makes 2 at a time, which they sell others that make 6 or 9, and the donuts are smaller. We got the one that was good for 2. The dough is a little spongy, but again, that'll depend on what dough you put in. They're kind of flat, but that's okay. It makes it a little harder to decorate. And then the only other drawback that I had was the actual machine itself. So this little notch here that goes down to lock this shut while it's doing, I ripped the whole thing right off while I was using it. It snaps back into place, luckily. So there you have it. So 3 out of 5. I don't like dark on one side, and I don't like that I can break it. I'm clumsy in the kitchen sometimes. That's why I don't do anything too daring. I fall on my keys and get hurt. So 3 out of 5, and some tasty donuts. So if you have this machine and you liked what you saw, give it a look. Donuts aren't for everyone. If you do want to take that recipe and bake it in the oven, you can get the donut oven pans. Still the same recipe, same way, but bake them for about 15 minutes at 353.75. And you'll find your magic time there when you make your own. So 3 out of 5, but I'll take it because it provided donuts. So thank you all for joining me and thank you all for watching. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll get alerts when we have new videos and go live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our contact info's below. Thank you, and we'll catch up with you very soon. We're heading into the weekend. We are in the weekend. Foodie Beauty is on her way. So a nice, light, fun, sweet little visit before that. So thanks for joining, and we'll catch up with you soon. Bye. Say goodbye, Mark. He wasn't here for bye.